Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I just wanted to clarify some more stuff about Celebrity Cruise Line, because remember they announced that they're no longer going to be providing free tests for people needing to travel or needing tests for flights. You're going to have to pay for that. Well, I have some clarification on that. Okay, you may have saw my videos. I put out immediately when I heard this that Celebrity Cruise Line, as of November 16th, would no longer be providing tests complimentary for anybody who needed to take a test to fly home. For instance, myself, when I'm on my Celebrity Cruise coming up, I need to take a PCR test to fly back to Canada, and normally expect it to get that on a cruise line. Now I can get that on Celebrity Cruise Line, but they will be a cost from now on. An antigen test is about $50. A PCR test is about $100. In US funds, that would just be more expense onto my money for my trip that I have to consider. Now Celebrity has come out and clarified that said, everybody who has already had a booking, so if you're booked next March, you're booked next year, you're booked in 2023 as a Canadian, if you've already previously booked, if you need a test to fly home, that cost will be covered. It's only for new bookings going forward from November 16th. So if you book something today, you have to consider that that cost is now going to be part of your cruise if you need a test to fly internationally. So here's my thoughts on this process. Good on Celebrity for covering their customers, because a lot of people said, hey, I've had this cruise booked for like 6 months now, and you're telling me a week before I'm about to go cruise that now I have this extra expense that I wasn't counting on. And they're not. You don't have that extra expense now. If you already have a booking in place, Celebrity is going to cover that cost. That's good. That is the right way to go. Now they are going with you're going to have to pay for the test going forward. Myself, I'm not a fan of this, but at least this is now my choice, right? It's not something they sprung on me anymore. Now I know that this cost will be incurred if I book a Celebrity cruise. So it's now my choice to decide, do I want to book a cruise with Celebrity and pay that? Or do I want to book a cruise with somebody else who might not charge for my test going home? Either way, it's now my choice, and I can decide, you know what? Is having to get another $100 on my booking, is it worth being able to go on the brand new Celebrity Apex? It's not something that was dropped on me. It's now something that it's my choice. It's your choice. Everyone can make up their own decision going forward. I'm okay with that. Do I still think they should be providing tests for Canadians? Absolutely. Absolutely. If you want customers to come to you and they can only come to you if they get a required test to get back home, then maybe you should just try and incur that cost in, because the cruise lines can buy all these tests and everything in bulk, and individuals can't. Individuals pay the markup price and all this other stuff. Plus, they have to make sure that their schedule. It's so much simpler for the cruise lines to do it. I'd almost be okay with it just being included in my package. But I guess in a way that's what they're doing now. They're letting you know you can purchase this. You're going to be charged for this. They have given us a heads up warning. So that's the clarification. So if you have a booking with Celebrity Cruise Line before November 16th and you need a test to fly home or fly anywhere, you will be provided a complimentary test to fly. After November 16th, it is now on us to decide if that expense is a deterrent or if we're okay paying that fee to get on, a really nice cruise line. And let's face it, it's a luxury cruise line. It's not a bottom of the barrel cruise line. It's not something that we're looking for cheap cruises on. We're looking for that next level experience a little bit when we go on a celebrity cruise. We're not expecting mediocre food or mediocre entertainment or a mediocre room. We're expecting luxury when we get on those ships. And so, is $100 going to deter us? It probably won't deter me. I haven't canceled my cruise upcoming. I'm still going on a celebrity cruise in the next 3 weeks. However, if you have a family of 4 or you're traveling as a group of 10, then this decision might come down to, well, $100 times 10, that's crap, it's $1,000, onto your group's booking. But weigh it, decide on yourself. The good news is Celebrity is saying that if you have it booked, you will be provided a test. And that's the way to go. And their original announcement came as a surprise to everybody, including the people who work for Celebrity here in Canada. And that's why they needed to get this and clarify it and make sure everybody understands that if you have a booking, it's covered. It's only going forward for new bookings. If you need a flight, you're going to have to incur that cost. And I'm okay with that as far as now it's my choice and it wasn't being forced on me. So if I choose to sail with Celebrity, I know what I'm expecting. I know I have to pay for it. It's my choice. It's my decision, not the cruise lines. Had they not given me a test and I had already been booked, then I would have blamed the cruise line. So yeah, good on Celebrity for coming up with that. Bad on Celebrity for charging us in the first place. So it's kind of mixed good news, right? It's mixed good news, but I'd rather be our choice than something just sprung on us out of the blue. Well, I hope you appreciate this little update. I ranted a little bit, not ranted, but I ran on a little bit because, yeah, it still kind of irks me a little bit that they're going to do this in what some people will consider still the 4th wave. I know things are easing out there an awful lot, and kids are being able to get vaccinated soon. We're hoping the CDC rules start to disappear in January, February, and that includes masking and maybe this testing policy. Even the borders are starting to relax some of their testing procedures. For instance, at one point, if you were traveling from Canada to the United States driving, you needed a PCR test within 3 days. Now you don't need a PCR test to come back if you're traveling less than 3 days. Only if you're traveling 4 days or more. So maybe down the road, all these restrictions are finally going to be lifted. We don't have to worry about who's paying for tests. We don't have to worry about where we're going to schedule our tests and lining up our tests in time. And maybe even a good thing would be, hey, it's no longer 2 days. Make it 3 days again. Because 2 days is really, really tight for a lot of people. The longer you have to fly, the further you have to fly, 2 days makes that testing regiment just a little tight. It really is. I'm going on my next cruise. I got to get tested twice in 2 days in order to make that 2-day limit. And yes, I'm paying for both. So I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel blogs from around the world, and more adventures coming up on 3 new cruises within the week. Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.